Hola. I've been trying to reach out to some of you as much as I can since we haven't been able to meet in person. I've been trying to keep my Facebook updated um, and sending out stuff on my Snapchat story. And recently, as some of you know, I'm getting pretty good at using TikTok. So that's really important. But I wanted to say hi to everyone and make a video that I could put on YouTube so that everyone could access. So I wanted to be able to save this so that I could tell all of you how much I miss you, all of my niños. I'm really not loving it. Not really having it. I miss seeing you guys. I miss speaking Spanish with you guys and telling jokes. And it's just been kind of, bleh. I think we all kind of feel that way. So I wanted to start out a video just saying hi to everybody and talk to you about how much I miss you and how much I know this isn't ideal, but that I hope everyone's making the most of it, doing what they can with their time. So my hope is that you're not super frying your brains either with only Netflix or only TikTok or only constantly checking the news or anything like that. It's a great time to do all the things that you thought you never had time to do, whether that's exercise. For me, I finally have been having time to actually do a little exercise because I'm not so worn out from being at work all day. So if it's a little exercise, a little reading, a little TikTok here and there, baking, scrapbooking, I don't know. So that's kind of why I made that choice board, because I would love for you to just think, man, I'm so bored at home and I've been on TikTok for 6 hours. What else could I be doing? And just choose something that you could do with the Spanish language for a little while. And the things that are on there, I really want you guys to open it up and look because they're not super boring. So it would be a really good choice to fill your time with just a little bit of that. It would make me happy, and I think it would make your brain a little happier, like making sure that you're using it for some good stuff. So I want to talk about a couple overview type things with how I'm understanding how things are going to unfold. I thought I would make a video that if I was in class with you guys, I would be able to say these things. Like some of you remember on Friday, the last Friday we saw each other, I was like, I feel like some things might be going down soon. I don't know if you've ever heard the term flatten the curve, and I drew that on the board. This is the kind of thing I would want to be doing right now. I would want to be talking with you guys in class if I could. So that's what I'm going to try to do right now. So I have a list of things I want to talk with you about. So you guys know that we have a school board, right? Like Illinois has a state school board as well. It's called the Illinois State Board of Education, and all of us call it ISB for short. And anytime so far that Governor Pritzker has said stuff, like I hereby am canceling schools, then ISB comes out with a statement about what that's going to look like. So I went to their website. It's just isbe.net, isbe.net. And of course, there's a thing right up there, school closure, up-to-date information. You click on it, and it takes you to all the things that they've posted as each new development has come out. So I opened up the most recent one from March 20th. All individuals currently living within the state of Illinois to stay home or at their place of residence, among other changes, extends mandated statewide school closure through April 7th, 2020. So that's a little bit different because we had made sort of this plan like, okay, well, if we're closed for 2 weeks, we'll just have those 5 days be act of God days, which are I'll explain that in a second, but basically that we wouldn't have to make them up. The teachers kind of gave you a couple ideas of things you could be doing, just so now starting Monday the 23rd, that's spring break. So you're not going to be getting a whole bunch of assignments from teachers or anything that's supposed to be spring break. Teachers aren't working. You're not in school, spring break. Just make it in your brain yeah, we're on spring break versus oh no, we're quarantine, spring break. So you can sort of change your mindset and relax a little bit next week knowing that it's a break. And then everything was going to be hunky-dory if we went back to school after that. Like, oh, 5 weird days and then spring break and then haha, we're back. Okay, well, now the governor has said another week after that. So the earliest we can come back is April 8th. It's like, for now, ISB says we're going back. April 8th would be our first day back. Okay, so I'm just going to go back to this document and talk about what it means. How will days be counted? Can districts utilize e-learning days instead of active God days? And it says e-learning during the mandated closure will not count as an instructional day on the school calendar. ISB strongly encourages all schools to provide learning opportunities to all students during these active God days through whatever means possible. Okay, so it says they're not going to be counted as instructional days, and we are encouraged to provide you learning opportunities. Okay, so that's kind of what I did with my choice board. Should student work be graded during the mandatory school closure? And it says, student work completed during the mandated statewide school closure must not negatively impact a student's grades or otherwise impact a student's academic standing. As we do not yet know the full extent of the closure and want to minimize any negative effects on students, schools may allow student work to count during the closure only to increase a student's academic standing. Okay, so as a teacher, I'm thinking like, okay, blah. Okay, so kind of like trying to think about that. Then there's another paragraph, and this makes total sense to me. Our students may be experiencing varying mental and physical health challenges at this time and may have very different access to supports and technology at home. Our goal is that no student is negatively impacted by the closure and that no school district's policies or procedures should widen the equity gap. You know, that makes sense. Okay, so now you know what the teachers are basing things off of. Moving forward, after this spring break where everyone's on spring break, no problems, no stress, and we are back in school, but still closed after next week, I want everyone to have access to Google Classroom. If someone is having some sort of internet problem or can't get their computer or device to work problem during this time, I'll figure out some other way to get in touch with you and get you the things that you need. But for general purposes, I'm going to be trying to communicate first by posting something on Google Classroom. I've been like reaching out on so many different accounts, like making these TikTok videos, posting things on Facebook. I've been texting a couple kids through the Remind app about computer stuff. And like posting to a Señora Skinner Snapchat story. But when I post something that I want everyone to see, that I want everyone to have access to, that has reading plans or something like that, it's going to be on Google Classroom. So I want you all to get on there. I'm going to put all my information stuff there. So moral of the story, Google Classroom. I think that's all I wanted to say. So I do want to let you guys know that I have all these other accounts if you're interested in following them. I will drop those in the description of this video so that you can click on that and reach me if you want to. Okay, I think I covered everything that I wanted to. It's been real. I will see you. I don't know. Okay.